Obviously very pleased, certainly very pleased with the way we responded. And again, I've talked about it, almost ad nauseum here, but, we are a defensive-minded team. And it really started Tuesday and Wednesday in practice. I thought Paul Miller and A.J. Jacobson were terrific leaders. They set a tone. They let us know, not myself, the staff, the rest of the team, that this matters. This is how we need to get it done. And you can see that. We got a stretch in the first half where we got at least six straight stops, and then started the second half with 7, and that's really where it happened for us tonight.
Attitude adjustment? Was it just more energy? What did you think?
I think it was a combination. I think everything starts with me, and I try to do a better job of putting our guys in better position, a little bit better mentality to be successful. But most importantly, it was them carrying it out, and it really mattered to them. That's what was encouraging to see.
You've got in a nice stretch of winning at home prior to the season. Now I've lost 3 of the last 4. How important? I know you want to win every game, but playing well in this building, how important is that for you guys?
Yeah, it's certainly important. It's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. Our fans come and see us here. It's a beautiful facility, but more so than anything for us, it's just another point in the journey for us, and we understand the bigger goals. And every game's big. Every game matters, and it matters because it's the next opportunity for us to grow as a group.
Paul mentioned that there was room for improvement in this game. Do you have any comment on that?
Yeah, I would agree. If we're a finely tuned machine on January 25th, that's not what we want to be. And I didn't think we were unbelievable offensively today. A guy like AJ who'd been playing well was just okay offensively. But the encouraging part and what they can see, what there's facts of, is you can survive nights offensively like tonight when you're playing defense and getting stops.
Talk about Tyson's play off the bench in the most part. What do you like about him coming off the bench as opposed to
Well, I think, how do I say this? Tyson understands, his role. Tyson understands why he's coming off the bench, for the most part. But also, I think you look at our bench production or lack of it, and it's nice to have that punch off the bench a little bit, and that's been encouraging to see. But what's been most encouraging to see, you have choices, right? When you get put on the bench like that, you can pout, you can blame, or you can look yourself in the mirror and figure out what you got to do better. And fortunately for us and for him, that's what he's done.
You had 14 turnovers tonight. Is that maybe going to help with the defense just being a little more encouraging to take that risk and go for that ball?
Well, that's a bad word in our program, risk. Yeah. No, I think if we're in our spots, and I thought we were for the most part, that's going to force, maybe a few more turnovers. And, I'll go back and watch it, but I don't know how many risks we took I think we just kind of were in our spots and forced them into those unforced turnovers.
Maybe some more consistent play. It seems like kind of been one game good, one game bad of late. Can this lead to maybe some consistency?
It will, and it started Tuesday and Wednesday, and our seniors, you look at the back of our locker room, it talks about take ownership, this is your program. And it means something certainly when it comes out of my mouth, but when you have great senior leadership and it comes out of their mouth, it means even more. And I thought that, like I said, I thought that really carried over from Tuesday and Wednesday's practice. And the big thing is we just won a Division I college basketball game. After dropping a couple, we need to make sure and enjoy this, build some confidence and swagger off of it. But at the same time, we've got to understand how we got here and build on the successes that we had and the good things that we did today.
Obviously, we've asked you about Tyson coming off the bench. What have you seen from Chris being from the last 2 games?
Yeah, Chris is, it's a baseball term, we talk about hitting singles all the time. You hit singles, and the next guy hits one, you bunt over, and you walk a guy in or whatever, and that's production. And that's what Chris does. Chris knows his role, understands his role. And you go back to a lot of players could elevate their game by just doing what they're capable of. And I think Chris really epitomizes that. But it's also encouraging. You can see him gaining confidence out there in that role too and expanding some things as well.
Sir, Paul, just kind of up and down at home in the recent stretch. How big is it to play well at home and get a win?
Yeah, it was very big. I'm not gonna lie about that. Just felt good to get just a win in general, get back to 3-3 in conference. But honestly, it felt like we didn't play nearly as well as we could have. I think we got a lot more in the tank, and hopefully we'll show that on Saturday. Yeah, I thought first of all defensively we were very good on that end of the floor, holding them to 58 points, under 60, especially them. They're a high scoring team. I mean, I don't know. We played a decent game, but just felt like, to be honest, it just felt like we had even more there. I don't know what exactly it was, but.
The defense sort of gave you a tough time earlier in the first half. Did something kind of just open up for you guys, or you start seeing things differently?
Yeah. I mean, we made a few adjustments with how we run our main offense. They kind of play a little bit different than most of the other teams in the Summit. You know, they're very aggressive, especially in passing lanes. So we kind of had to be a little bit more patient, and I thought we did a good job adjusting to that in the second half.
Second game in a row coming off the bench, you feel like you're kind of coming into a role where you can spark them off the bench, or just kind of explain about coming into the game tonight?
I mean, coming off the bench, I did it in high school, so it's nothing new to me. But, I mean, Coach put me in the position to get the team better, and I think that this role would be big for me and the team as well. And coming off the bench is no big deal. I mean, it's all about winning the games, not about how many minutes you play. I'm just here to win. So if that means I come off the bench, I come off the bench.
What do you like overall about the way the team played tonight, or what do you think you guys can take from this moving forward?
The amount of love that we had for each other, at home, that's what you need to be together. And there's some times where we could really use some of that. And I think today really showed what we're really about.
Tyson, obviously switching to coming off the bench, do you feel like it's kind of like that Dexter, a starting caliber player, coming in after that first media timeout to get that spark plug and get some points off the bench?
I mean, if you want to compare me to Dexter, tell Dex I said hi. But I mean, it'd be a big honor to do that. I like to be the spark plug, have a little energy coming off the bench, and I think that'll be real fun for us too.